Greetings, people of the internet. I'm Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome to the underground laboratory where we create robots, aliens, zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. We also create comic books, sometimes featuring those things. Like zombies, yes. So my book is a zombie story, but there's more to it than that. So even if you're not big on zombie stories, this one's a little different. This one is about a bunch of kids fighting zombies, and it takes place in the 80s, a bunch of nostalgia. If you're into, like, if you've seen Stranger Things, you may dig this as well. Now, I've been doing this before Stranger Things was around, so it's not, this is solely my original idea. Well, when I say original, it's sort of an homage to those stories like Goonies and Monster Squad and those kind of kid adventure films or stories from the 80s. But this is kind of my take on it. So that's available at Serkworks.com. That's what I'm working on for this, which is the 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge. And we are at what day are we at in the challenge? We're at day 39. So day 39. Right here. So we write it down, day 39, that's where we are, so we can remember where we are in this challenge. What do we have to do in this challenge? What is this challenge all about? Well, it's where you got to spend at least 30 minutes a day. You got to find that 30 minutes a day. We all have busy schedules. You know, it's hard to find time to work on projects like comic books. So if you do have a busy schedule like mine, all you got to do is find that 30 minutes a day and carve that out. Put that time aside to work on your own project. And then if you do that for 100 days straight, you will have made a lot of progress on your comic book. So that's what the challenge is all about. Now, before we get to show you what we're working on with the comic book, I have another book recommendation for you. And if you're watching this, I'm guessing you're probably comic book fans. So if you're into comics and pop culture, I got this book a little while ago for my birthday, and I've just been going through it, and it's just like the funnest thing ever. But it's called Super Graphic. It's by Tim Leong, I think, and all it is just a bunch of graphs and charts about superheroes, and not just superheroes, comics. There's all kinds of different comic book stuff. So, I mean, everything from, here's a size chart. All these are all different comic book characters and how tall they are. It looks like the smallest one here being Lockheed. No, there's another one that's even smaller, but we've got, that's funny, I don't see like Ant-Man on here. Or the Atom, maybe, I don't know. But here's Galactus on the top scale, but that's one chart. I mean, there's so many different, different color charts for different heroes or whatever, where the fictional places would be on a real map. Who's the fastest man alive, periodic table of the metal men. Look at all these. The affiliations of the Marvel Universe, so all the different characters and what group they belong to, and it just look how much that crisscrosses and everything. It's insane if you try to follow all that. Batman's utility belt, all the stuff that's in it from the different decades. I didn't realize, I guess Joker had a utility belt. What else is in here? The Walking Dead kill counter, so it talks about all the, let's see, Who's Left and Why the Last Man, which I didn't look at yet because I'm in the middle of reading that right now. So I don't want to know that one. But yeah, there are definitely some spoilers here. Let's see. just some fun charts. Like, this is the Hulk, it says padded costume and bare skin, and there's the chart. So there's fun stuff like that, but really informational stuff. 4 Faces of the Flash, all the different Flash characters. What else? It's just super fun. Lifespans of characters in The Walking Dead. What makes Nick Fury so intimidating? It says head of nation's most powerful security force, and eye patch. So stuff like that. But if you're into good fun and you're into comics and stuff like that, I would highly recommend checking out Super Graphic, and I will have to leave a link in the description for that. Yeah, big fun for comic book fans. But if you are a comic book fan and you like watching how comic books are being created, then we're going to do a little bit of that, and we are going to go to the paralleloscope and see what's going on with the process of my comic book. So let's check it out. Now that I'm getting ready to start doing the actual illustrations, like I said, I'm going to do my sketching and everything in Manga Studio, but then I got to print that out. I'm going to need some Bristol to print out on. Now I've got the pre-rolled stuff, but Manga Studio already has its own rules, you know, to plan your page out and everything. So I don't want to just print out on pre-rolled stuff, so I need some paper. So I'm thinking, well, I should go to Michael's and see if they have any Bristol there. And I figured, well, why not look online and see if they have any coupons, because they've always got coupons. And I found this, it's 60% off a one regular price item. I don't know if you can get much better deal than that. And it's only for like today, for like 3 or 4 hours, like 3 to close, I guess. I don't know how long they're open, so I guess a little longer than that, but awesome. So hopefully they'll have some there. I looked at the Strathmore and the Canson, and I went with this Canson. Overall I think I like Canson a little better. Now this is a bit larger. They had the Strathmore 11 by 17. This is 14 by 17, which means I get more paper. I'll have to cut it down, but then I can have extra that I can use just to test my brushes out on, or for sketch cards or anything like that. But what's cool about this, the reason why I didn't get the Strathmore is because it had that, like, the smooth finish, which I don't really like for inking because it takes a little while longer for it to dry. If it's got a little tooth to it, it seems like it dries faster, and then you get less smudging. But this is kind of cool. It's got two sides to it. I know you can't see it on video, but it's got two sides to it. One is a rough side, one's a smooth side. Now, even the rough side is pretty much what I like. The smooth side is still a little rougher than the smooth side on the Strathmore. So hopefully this stuff will do pretty well. I've used Canson before. I haven't used this green color. I don't know if that makes any difference, or the double-sided, but I like that idea that you can either go with a smooth or a little more of a tooth to it. So score, and it ended up only being a little more than $8, which is awesome. So yeah, you can't beat that. All right, so for my 30 minutes today, I've finished working on the digital part in Manga Studio for page 1, and hopefully I won't have any problems. Well, I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to have problems trying to print this thing out on my printer because it's been giving me so much trouble lately. But I'll see what I can do. But as far as this, I'm just kind of cutting up my pages that I purchased today, the Canson Bristol, and hopefully I'll be able to print that stuff out, and we'll see what happens. But that's it for today. Okay, the comic book making just never stops. We're putting a pen in another day. Day 39 is complete. And we're going to move on to day 40. 40! Wow, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'll see you tomorrow for day 40 as well. Hey everyone, you've seen the process. Now you can check out the story. Issues 1 through 3 of Young and the Dead are available at my website at serkworks.com. Also follow me on social media at the links listed below. Subscribe and check out some of the other videos in this series. There's much more to come.